Hey, hey, it's your girl Jay, and I got some books. I said I was gonna have some scissors this time. Oh, there they are. Hold on a second, let me grab the scissors. Got him. Okay, so I got some books. I joined a book club. I joined Fable. Okay, so I did two things this year. I started a book club, and then I joined a book club on Fable. And the book club I started, I put it on Fable, but it's a private group, so don't worry about that. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Man, it's like I bought a childhood favorite, and it is something I remember just being very fond of. I don't really remember exactly what happens, so it'll be like reading the book for the first time. And that book is Bunnicula. Has anybody else read this book? This book is awesome. It's so tiny. Aww. I remember this being like a book to me, you know? Let me see. Oh, 98 pages of this big font. Yes. Oh, yeah. He used to like suck the juice out the vegetables. Yeah, I remember that. Okay. So, yeah. Got Bunnicula. Then I saw this book called The Last Grand Duchess, and it's by Bryn Turnbull. And this woman wrote a book I read already called The Woman Before Wallace. And actually, it was one of the first books I read maybe like 2 years ago. And it really got me excited to read again. I didn't think it was going to be that good, but I picked it up and started reading it, and I couldn't put it down. So now I want to read another one of her books because I think I like the writing. And I don't mind learning about Olga Romanov, Imperial Russia, and Revolution. That sounds like a combination I'm into. I saw people reading this book in the last few years, Nothing to See Here. Apparently these kids just spontaneously combust from time to time, and this girl is helping her friend out with them. So I am excited to read this one at some point. I have so many books right now that I haven't read in this house, way more that I haven't read than I have read. And that's fine with me because I need something to read when I get bored. But I'm running out of shelf space for them. As you can see, they're stacked on the table. This is full. The bookcases in the living room are full. So I have got to stop buying books. I have books on the floor. I forgot about those books. Oh my gosh. Okay, we got to do an unhaul. All right, we're going to do an unhaul together because I have to do it. So I might as well tape it and share it with you because some people like unhauling things with me. So not me, but other people. So why not me? So, oh, okay. And this is the book club that I joined online. The book that we are reading is called The White Man's Burden. And it's about how the help the U.S. has tried. They say the West, but I mean, how much does Canada do like that? And I know, no offense, Mexico, Central America, South America, they not giving aid out to other people. This book is talking about aiding those people. So you have the haves and the have-nots, I guess. I don't know. Why the West's efforts to aid the rest have done so much ill and so little good. So, wow. Oh my gosh. This thing is thick, y'all. Woo. You see that? right, so last time we had a book to read for this book club, I made the mistake of trying to just read it from front to back. This time, I am going to look at this table of contents, my friend. My good friend. Why Planners Cannot Bring Prosperity. Acting Out the Burden, Part 2. Part 3, The White Man's Army. Part 4, The Future. Yeah. All right. So, and then these books over here, I got from the thrift store. Now, I basically was about to buy one of these books, which I was about to buy Harlem Shuffle. So Harlem Shuffle is by Colson Whitehead. And I actually own the other book that goes with this story, and it's called Crook Manifesto. At least I was told they go together. I didn't know. I picked up Crook Manifesto and I was going to read it. And then I was online watching someone's video, and somebody in the comments, because that other person had Crook Manifesto also, they had just picked it up. And the commenter was saying, you know, you got to get Harlem Shuffle because you got to read that before you read Crook Manifesto. So I wonder if that's true. I never looked into it. I just believed and made a purchase. But the good thing is, this book was like 50 cents. Well, it was definitely written before Crook Manifesto, because it's not on his list of books. Hold on, let me go check that one out. Check it out. Two-time winner of the Pulitzer Prize. 2 times on you. Okay, Crook Manifesto, a novel. How would I know that it goes with Harlem Shuffle, though? Okay, it says he continues his Harlem saga. So I don't know what the first book of the Harlem saga is, though. Like, what if the Nickel Boys is the beginning? Whatever. And they're different sizes. The Harlem Shuffle is way smaller than Crook Manifesto. But I have them both, so I can read that combo now. Hopefully, I like it. I tried to read The Intuitionist by him before. I think that's the one that was about like these elevator operators or elevators something. Inspectors, maybe? Is that the one? The Intuitionist? Yeah, that's the one. I didn't have the stamina at the time to hang in there and get to the story. I wasn't hanging in there, but I have built up some stamina since. So I got that. I saw this book and I was intrigued because I'm looking for some hood, you know, entertainment. Like, that's part of my culture. So this is Quan's Road Dogs. And I'm hoping that this story about the system that was supposed to reform them only made them... Oh, you guys. So the back, it says it only made them worse. And I'm like, oh dear. There's a typo on the cover or a misspelling. Is it a typo or did they really think worst was the correct word to use? In which case, what do I have to look forward to as far as the editing goes for this book? So whatever. Like I said, 50 cents. It was a blue sticker day, so I got half off. Let me see. The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. This is supposed to be a beautifully lyrical work of literature. One of those things that is better read in the original language, I've heard several times, but in order for me to read this in Spanish, I'm going to need the English version. So I'm going to read this in tandem with a Spanish language copy. That's the plan. That's the plan for this book. I got Aesop's Fables. Not much to explain there. They're most of them are really short, like half a page, 7 lines. Looking forward to reading those. Maybe read like 1 or 2 of them a day when I do decide to pick that up. Don't try to chomp that one off too soon. What is the what? I don't know. Dave Eggers? Dave Eggers. What is the what? Okay, so this says this is about the Lost Boys. So he had to trek. This is based on the life of Valentino Achakdang, who, along with thousands of other children, the so-called Lost Boys, was forced to leave his village in Sudan at the age of 7 and trek hundreds of miles by foot, pursued by militia, government bombers, and wild animals, crossing the deserts of 3 countries to find freedom. I really do want to read this book. Everybody knows who Ta-Nehisi Coates is. This is The Water Dancer. And it's in large print for blind people. I'm going to enjoy reading this because these words are big. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with some big words. Ain't nothing wrong with some big old words when you start getting old. So I saw this, Mexico, and it is a big old book. And sometimes you just want to read or like give off the essence of someone who reads big books and maybe fake it till you make it, like start the book and try and finish the book. I don't know. So Mexico, after I finished Inhabited Woman, which is in South America somewhere, South or Central America, a Spanish-speaking country. I don't know. I said Mexico. Yeah, tell me about Mexico. So this one has like a map of Mexico. Wow. Wow. I'm looking at the map. Y'all can't even see it. It's Mexico, y'all. I wonder what's in the back cover. Nothing. There is the Plaza de Toledo and the environs of Toledo. My mom had this book when I was a kid, and it was about the Tate murders. I think Manson did that. Or it was some famous murder that the book was about. And I remember the drawings of the crime scene and like the body and the blood and like little, you know how they draw the stick man? It's not a stick man, but the outline man on the ground. It was like that. It was a core memory. Drugs, oil, and war. So this is like Good. I really want to know. I want to know. So this is about the United States and Afghanistan, Colombia, and Indochina. So drugs, oil, and war in Afghanistan, Colombia, and Indochina. And what the U.S. was doing that they ain't had no business doing over there. Okay? Yes! I want to read this book so bad. I really do. Deep Down Dark. So this is about 33 miners in Chile who got caught and trapped in the mine and how they escaped their story. So I guess it was miraculous. This sounds like some feel good. Like one day I'll want a feel good survival story, and this will be here for me. We got American Amnesia, which is how the war on government led us to forget what made America prosper. So this one, I don't know. Sometimes books be looking interesting and I just pick them up. You know what I'm saying? So this looked interesting to me. Like, oh, really? The war on government led us to forget what made America prosper. Slavery? I mean, what made America prosper? I'm trying to think. The war on government. What is the war on government? See? Oh, strategy business. Best business book. What? This is a business book? Financializing. Let's hit up that table of contents again. All right, let's see. Part 1, the rise of the mixed economy. Part 2, the crisis of the mixed economy. Oh, this is just part 1 and part 2. Okay, part 1 and part 2. The mixed economy. Sounds like slavery. I don't know. We'll find out one day. One day. And then this was the one that kicked it all off that day at the thrift store. The first book I picked up, Japan at War in Oral History. Yes, these are interviews with a bunch of people about the war. People who were affected by the war directly, people who have descended from people affected directly. Let me see. I don't know. This, they talk about, okay, before the war, an undeclared war. Part 2, have faith in victory. Part 3 is Homeland. Part 4 is Lost Battles. Part 5, 100 million died together. Ooh, it sounds like that's the chapter about the bombs. Part 6, the unresolved war. And that's like all the stuff afterwards. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for this one. I really want to get all up in this one right here. Japan at War in Oral History. I don't know why people give up these books, you know? I think it's just like one man's trash is another man's treasure. That's all it comes down to, really. And that's why we have things like thrift stores. And I'm glad this particular thrift store has not gone crazy with the books. Maybe they like put the popular books on like a website or something. I don't know. I don't know what happens, y'all. I don't work at the thrift store. I don't know how they do things. I am hungry though, so it is time for me to go. I have to make myself some food. I am currently on my way to the kitchen to prepare some chicken piccata. Love me some chicken piccata. I'm going to use a nice dry white wine, some capers and lemon, breaded chicken breast. It's going to be the bomb. Maybe I'm feeling lazy. No, I need the flour for the sauce. Okay, I'm going to do it. I really don't feel like flouring the chicken, like, ever. I hate dealing with flour. It just gets everywhere. No matter what I do, it's everywhere. So, yeah. Okay, thanks for going over my haul with me. Bye.